The zombie apocalypse genre has captured our imagination for decades, taking us on thrilling rides through worlds where humanity faces extinction at the hands of the undead. These films range from gut-wrenching survival horror to satirical comedies, all while keeping us glued to the screen. With a blend of terror, action, and even humor, this list dives into the top 10 zombie apocalypse movies. From undead outbreaks to heart-pounding escapes, prepare for the ultimate countdown of films that have defined the genre. Kicking off the list is Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead with a score of 7.1. This heist horror hybrid film transports viewers to a zombie-infested Las Vegas, where a group of mercenaries must infiltrate the city to pull off a daring vault heist. But these aren't your average, slow-walking zombies. They're fast, organized, and terrifyingly intelligent. Packed with high-octane action and spectacular zombie carnage, this film adds an epic, apocalyptic twist to the heist genre. With a score of 7.2, Planet Terror takes the zombie genre to the extremes of campy horror. Directed by Robert Rodriguez, this gory grindhouse-style film features a ragtag group of survivors facing off against a deadly bioweapon outbreak that transforms people into grotesque flesh eaters. It's a love letter to old-school zombie flicks, mixing over-the-top action with dark humor and tons of gore. If you're looking for a wild ride, Planet Terror won't disappoint. Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead remake grabs the 8th spot with a score of 7.5. This fast-paced and gruesome reimagining of George A. Romero's classic is set in a world where survivors seek refuge in a shopping mall only to face relentless waves of undead. Snyder delivers intense action, chilling moments, and a terrifying atmosphere that will keep you on edge. With its shocking opening sequence and constant thrills, Dawn of the Dead is a modern zombie classic. Coming in with a score of 7.6, REC delivers a claustrophobic nightmare unlike any other. This Spanish found-footage horror follows a TV crew trapped inside an apartment building during a quarantine after a virus turns its residents into rabid, zombie-like creatures. The film's tight spaces, first-person perspective, and real-time horror make it an intensely terrifying experience. Few zombie films create tension like REC, making it a standout entry in the genre. Shaun of the Dead, scoring 7.9, masterfully blends horror and comedy in one of the most iconic zombie films ever made. Directed by Edgar Wright, this British film follows two underachievers who try to survive a zombie outbreak by hunkering down in their favorite pub. With its clever humor, heartfelt moments, and plenty of zombie gore, Shaun of the Dead adds a fun and refreshing twist to the genre while still honoring its horror roots. Landing in the 5th spot with a score of 8.1 is Zombieland. This film flips the zombie genre on its head, delivering a hilarious yet thrilling take on surviving the undead. With an ensemble cast that includes Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, and Emma Stone, Zombieland follows a group of survivors as they journey across America, encountering zombies, eccentric characters, and plenty of laughs. The film's creative zombie kills and clever humor make it a standout entry in modern zombie cinema. In 4th place with a score of 8.5 is the South Korean masterpiece Train to Busan. Set on a speeding train bound for Busan, this film follows a father and daughter trying to survive a sudden zombie outbreak. The confined train setting creates an intense, claustrophobic atmosphere, while the emotional stakes make this zombie film truly unforgettable. Train to Busan is as much about human connections as it is about surviving the undead, elevating the zombie genre to new heights. Scoring 8.6, I Am Legend brings a unique take on the zombie apocalypse, with Will Smith starring as Robert Neville, a lone survivor in a post-apocalyptic New York. While the creatures in this film are more mutated humans than traditional zombies, their deadly aggression and the loneliness of Neville's survival journey resonate with classic zombie tropes. The film's exploration of isolation and its stunning visual portrayal of a decimated world make I Am Legend a standout in apocalyptic storytelling. Taking 2nd place with a score of 8.7, 28 Days Later redefined the zombie genre with its terrifyingly fast and rage-fueled Infected. Directed by Danny Boyle, the film follows a group of survivors navigating a desolate Britain after a viral outbreak. Its haunting depiction of a world brought to its knees by a devastating infection is chilling, and the relentless pace of the Infected adds a visceral intensity that hadn't been seen before in zombie films. 28 Days Later set a new standard for modern zombie horror. Topping the list with a near-perfect score of 8.9 is World War Z. This action-packed zombie epic starring Brad Pitt takes the apocalypse global, following one man's race to stop a pandemic before it wipes out humanity. Featuring fast, swarming zombies, massive-scale destruction, and heart-stopping action, World War Z delivers spectacle and suspense in equal measure. Its globe-trotting narrative and intense set pieces make it the definitive zombie apocalypse film, ensuring its spot at number 1. These are the top 10 zombie apocalypse films that have reshaped the genre. providing everything from intense action and dark humor to deep emotional stakes. Whether you're a die-hard fan of the undead or new to the zombie craze, these films offer an unforgettable dive into the world of the apocalypse. Ready for more survival horror? Stay tuned for our next countdown, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more thrilling movie content.